Hi, I'm Megan.
And I'm Jim.
On this episode of Crossthreaded, we deal with some viewer mail.
Yes, now most of the messages we receive are very nice, and we highly appreciate everyone being so kind to us, but some others are a little nasty.
Yeah, it's almost like people go onto the internet looking for something to get mad about.
Preposterous. But I do have here in my hand a note from a viewer. I'll just read it. Let's see. Dear Crossthreaded, that's... I mean, I don't think this is to us. We're cross-threaded. It's...
Right. Nah, read it anyway.
Yeah? Okay. Dear so-called crap-threaded, why don't you quit making those stupid skits and just post videos of you working on the car?
What fun would that be?
Yeah, I don't know. It's, letters like this really hurt my fifis, but I think I know what we should do.
Send them glitter?
It's a good idea, but no. I think that the problem is that we haven't added enough culture to our homemade car show.
You mean like to offset the lowbrow humor kind of thing?
Exactly so. And toward that end, I asked my friend Tim Staley to compose a poem for us.
Ooh.
This is a good plan.
If there is anything that will interest the internet in our videos, it is poetry.
Yeah, no question about it. Now, my friend Tim is an award-winning poet. Some people call him Tam. He's been published almost as many times as Playboy. I asked him to compose a poem for us, and surprisingly, given that he's an actual poet, he said yes.
All jokes aside, though, we really are very pleased with what he wrote for us.
Yeah. And now, if you're ready, honey?
I am.
We are pleased to present Tim Staley's Ode to the Driverless Car. With you driving, I can fire my employee in American Sign Language while firing a Mossberg 500 at the stop sign out the driver's side window.
With you driving, I can brake gradually and accelerate according to code. I can conduct an interview with a honeydew named Chance the Melon and wallow afterwards on the sticky floorboards.
With you driving, I can draw the freak shows at Stuckey's with an inkwell and feather quill from a black-faced spoonbill.
With you driving, I'm riding endless shotgun, God blessing you for all the guns I'm fisting, all the monkeys and stepkids I'm spanking at exactly the same windshield time.
Oh, driverless car, you allow me to stare at all the driverless car carpoolers having sex behind me, and this is the future, a voyeuristic looking back.
Well, if that doesn't do it, nothing will.
Yeah, there you go, grumpy people. Culture.
You can pick up Tim's book, Lost on My Own Street, on Amazon for Kindle or in paperback.
Yeah. Now that we got that handled and we've won the internet over completely, let's do some work, shall we?
Let's. We will begin with mounting a big aluminum panel that covers the bell housing and transmission.
Yeah, now we're not very good metal workers and we haven't spent a lot of time shaping aluminum, so we really struggled with this thing.
We really did. We want the panel gaps to match up nicely so it looks like pros put it together.
Yeah, not like a couple of yahoos kicked it together in their Crocs in a suburban garage.
We're leaving out a lot of video here. It was a multiple day process and it didn't even come out that great. Jim said a lot of bad words.
But we also mounted the wiring tray, which worked out a lot better.
And we got to use the riv nut kit some more, which is now pretty much our favorite tool.
take a Christmas tree bit and stick it in there and burp until it breaks the. So there are a couple of them. And now we'll hook up the throttle cable so we can make it go vroom vroom once it's started.
Next, we deal with power steering.
Yeah, now we got a lot of conflicting and in some cases annoying advice about the power steering.
People just kept telling us to delete the whole system rather than try to mount the reservoir and make the power steering work.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we get it. It's cool to remove stuff and weight savings makes sense and because race car and all that, but we're reluctant to make mods to the car that we don't fully understand.
Which, frankly, is a lot of them.
Yeah.
Thankfully, fellow Exocet owner Rick Stengard let us take his car with depowered steering for a little drive, and it actually worked really great.
Yeah. We really appreciate that, Rick. Thank you a lot.
If you search the internet for depowering a Miata steering rack, it looks like a real pain in the ass.
These images are from Flyin' Miata's website. Nice rack, you guys. Goes right back up, of course.
See what's behind this thing. It's not attached to anything, is it?
Uh-uh. Well, I don't know how we're going to get to it at all is the problem.
Do we have a brake line tool and film it?
I don't think so. No, we don't have a flare tool. A flare nut that's 14 or whatever that is.
That one just cannot stop shooting shit everywhere. There you go.
Right about the same size as the butthole.
Nice. Way to glop it.
Thank you, nursing school, for showing me how to insert things.
So far, the globbed-in RTV appears to be working. It's not easy to turn the wheel when the car is sitting still, so we'll just have to learn to park at high speed.
Yes, good idea. And speaking of good ideas, if you haven't noticed, we're making a homemade car show here.
We would love to grow this madness into an even bigger example of homemade vehicle doings.
If you dig what we're up to, we'd love to have you as a subscriber, and we would love it even more if we could have your support on Patreon.
Yes, do that. But now we must give our engine block some support by routing some coolant lines.
Yeah. Now, because the Exocet doesn't have any sides or a top,
And because we live in Georgia, where it's 110 degrees in the refrigerator,
it would be silly of us to use the heater core. So instead, we're going to use a hose to loop the coolant back to where it needs to go. Babe,
yes.
I'm going to show everyone my hose.
Oh, honey, don't do it. You got to run in them last time.
We gotta go from there, that guy, to that guy. It's a little bit hard to see, but that's a Gates 18701. Focus, you fuck.
Yeah. So so we don't exactly know. We think that's for transmission cooling. We don't think we need transmission cooling. But anyway, we're gonna test what happens when we pour water in the radiator. And the results of that test were that the radiator leaks.
So we globbed a bunch of RTV on that too.
Yeah, and it leaked anyway.
Good times.
Yes. And now we have a special treat. We thought it would be fun to try to start the car live on the internet.
A few friends joined us to heckle and to provide some suggestions during that process.
Yeah, which we very much appreciated. And they were rewarded when the fuel system was pressurized fully and this happened. Oh, fluid. Fuel spraying everywhere.
One of the people watching on Twitch quipped, "Not a great race car, but a pretty good fountain."
Yeah, that was a good one.
But we did eventually get it to start. And next month, we'll show you what we had to go through to make that happen.
Yes, there will be wires and solder and me touching things that are hot and saying bad words.
Big surprise. For now, thank you so much for watching, and big, big thanks to our patrons.
Yeah, we can't thank our patrons enough. Thank you so much. Look at our website and blah, 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 marketing stuff. Look, we know from YouTube analytics that everyone has already clicked away from this video.
Ooh, we should put a thing at the end, like on the Hydraulic Press channel, so people will know they have to stay all the way through the video.
Oh, okay, some extra content? Sure, we'll do that. We'll try that.
Might want to burn myself. Isn't it lovely? Ow, fuck.
Dumb. Jeez.